glasses are all smeary. Hello guys! So today's video is a little bit different because the day that I was supposed to be videoing, the day between my birthday and Emrys's birthday, I had a really rough day pregnancy wise. I had horrible acid reflux and really nasty kind of heartburn, like to the point that I was physically sick a couple of times, which obviously exacerbates acid reflux because you've, you know, hurt all of your insides of your esophagus and all of this type of thing. Fun. I'm sure that you all want to know the details about this, but suffice it to say, I really did not feel like filming anything when I was feeling sick. So I think I filmed like 2 things. I think Emrys made us a lovely dinner, which I managed to eat a small portion of, and I videoed a little bit of that.
I'm so proud of myself. Look how nice it looks.
There's the chef. Dun, dun, dun.
And my gorgeous puppy Roly was very anxious about my welfare and basically sat on me for most of the day, and I filmed a little bit of that too.
Good boy.
But that was everything, and I thought, well, that's not going to make a very good video, is it, for Vlogtober? So I took to Instagram and did one of those little Instagram question-y things. I thought it would be fun just to answer a few of those questions now and upload a mini video about it. And that's the cool thing about recording your videos a little bit in advance. If something goes awry, there are options for you to be able to do something else. So far, the plan is going really well. But anyway, let's jump in to some fun questions from Instagram. Huzzah! Flower2, or Flower2, because there's 2 W's in your name, says, will Baby Lavelli be making appearances on the podcast when the time comes? For one thing, technically Baby will be Baby Matthews, not Baby Lavelli, as Matthews is my married name. But we haven't really decided exactly what's going to be happening with the baby in terms of appearances on social media and things like that. I'm very aware of not wanting to have a massive online presence for them before it's something that they can consciously make a decision about. But they will definitely be popping up in my videos. You know, I want you to meet them and see them. I'm sure we're going to be incredibly proud of them. So I don't think it's going to be like we're never going to show them ever on the videos, but I can't imagine that it will be super frequent. At least that's the theory for now. Again, we're pretty flexible about these type of things. We'll see what happens when it happens. 6 and 7 Fiber asks, what's inspired you to study theatre? For those of you who don't know, I did train in musical theatre originally. That's what my degree was in. I went to drama school for 3 years and got a Bachelor of Arts first class degree in performance musical theatre option. And I went on to perform in musical theatre for many years. What inspired me? I mean, I've just been obsessed with theatre since I was about 6 or 7 years old. From the very first moment that I was taken to see a musical when I was a child, I was completely captivated, and it just went on from there. There was very little choice in it, to be honest. It was just something that I had to do. It was very vocational, which I think it is for a lot of performers. This is a question that's actually been asked from quite a few people. Yellow Zombie Cupcake says, how has being pregnant affected your vegetarian/vegan diet? Yeah, there were quite a few of you, and over the past several months I've had quite a few questions just on pictures and videos and things about my vegetarianism, and I'm going to be very honest, I am not currently eating either a vegetarian or a vegan diet. The reason behind that is for about the first 5 months of my pregnancy I was incredibly unwell, both physically and mentally. I could barely eat anything and I was very depressed, and that basically meant that I made a decision quite early on to allow myself to eat whatever it was that my body was asking me for. And after several weeks of hardly being able to eat anything, all my body seemed to crave was meats and proteins and that type of thing. So for pretty much the entirety of the pregnancy, I have been just eating a regular diet with meat and fish and dairy products, and I don't feel guilty about it. I know that there are some people who think it's hypocritical because Emrys and I were so proud of our vegetarianism when we started, and I was really on the cusp of becoming vegan. But when it comes to my health and the health of the baby, I just made the decision to take that pressure off completely and allow myself to eat whatever I wanted whilst being pregnant. And once the baby is here, I'm very keen to transition back into at least vegetarianism and occasional veganism. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, it was very much for health reasons. And I know that there are some people who, like I said, will think that that is a bad thing to have done, but I'm living with it. I'm fine with it, and yeah, that's that. This is a question actually that quite a few people have asked as well regarding maternity leave in the UK and how much maternity leave that I get and how much time that I'm taking off from my job. This was actually quite interesting because I think that there are a lot of obviously all over the world different things for different people in different countries. We are incredibly fortunate here in the UK that I am technically entitled to 52 weeks of maternity leave if I should choose to take it, which is a whole year of maternity leave. My job is required to keep my job open for me for that time, and I can take as much or as little of that time as I want. I had a quick look online just so I could get the facts about it. The earliest I can take leave is 11 weeks before the expected due date of my baby, and I must take at least between 2 to 4 weeks off after giving birth, dependent on my job. In terms of pay and that type of thing, the way that it works in the UK, the first 6 weeks of your maternity leave you are at 90% of your average weekly taking, and then for 33 weeks after that you're on statutory maternity leave pay, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, any time that you take off after that up to the total of 52 weeks is unpaid. But yeah, that's how it works. I'm actually very fortunate as well that I have been able to take maternity leave now because I'm combining my maternity leave with some accrued annual leave. So I'm basically using up all of my holiday on top of taking maternity leave, and I should be back at work summer next year. So I will be with baby for quite some time, and I appreciate how privileged and how fortunate I am that I am able to do that. And I believe that maternity leave should be available for everybody, and it really upsets me very profoundly that it isn't. So anyone who is going through that at the moment and who is unable to be taking a good amount of maternity leave, I can't empathise with you enough. But again, I appreciate just how fortunate I am to be able to do that. NP Tellen asks, will there be another podcast before the baby comes? I'm really hopeful that there will be. Obviously now I'm doing Vlogtober, I'm doing a lot of filming, but I do have a lot of projects to share. So fingers crossed, yes, there will be another podcast. Carrie Knits, hi darling, I hope you're well. She asks, do you only work at Tilly's now? And yes, I do. I work for Tilly and the Buttons. I am the office manager, although currently there is someone covering me for my maternity leave while I'm away. But yes, that is the only job that I currently have, and I'm very happy and very lucky to be there. Mrs. Price Knits asks, what's my favourite comfort food? I love a pizza. I gotta tell you, I love pizza. Comfort food, I guess. Yeah, chocolate, pizza, ice cream, all the bad things. And at the moment, I have a real love of cheese and Marmite on toast. Oh, that's so delicious. Finally, I have a question, which is, what have you loved most about being pregnant and loved the least? I'm going to be a little bit controversial and actually say that there are not many things I have enjoyed about being pregnant. The idea of having our baby is incredibly exciting, and I'm so happy that they are imminent and on the way. I can't wait to meet them, but pregnancy has been no fun whatsoever for me. Every stage of pregnancy has brought with it a different set of challenges and a different set of symptoms, and at first I found that really difficult because I wanted the kind of perfect pregnancy that you're kind of told about. I wanted the glow, and I wanted to feel amazing. I wanted to feel like the epitome of womanhood, and that's just not happened, which is fine. I've made my peace with it now, and the fact that I can laugh about it, and I've talked about it with friends who have gone through similar things, has made the whole thing fine. But yeah, there have been very few things that I have enjoyed about pregnancy at all, and that's okay, guys. It's okay to not think that it's the best thing in the world. I think whoever goes through pregnancy and has a beautiful pregnancy and loves every second, that is absolutely wonderful, and I'm so happy for you for experiencing pregnancy in that way. But it's a complicated thing that we all deal with differently, because everyone has a different body, everyone is unique, everyone's baby is unique to them, and we can never tell exactly how our body will react. And all that being said, I know that my experience of pregnancy is nowhere near as bad as what some people experience. So, you know, it's all relative, isn't it? But I suppose the thing that I have enjoyed more than anything is kind of getting to know them as a person. I feel that I know their quirks a little bit. They've already got character and personality, and that is exciting to me. But I am very ready for the pregnancy part of the experience to be over, and for us to have the baby with all of the challenges and everything that will bring as well. I just want to reclaim my body just a touch, I think. But yeah, honesty. So that's all the questions that I'm going to answer for today, guys. Thank you so much for sending those through to me on Instagram. It was so lovely to hear from you, and you're all amazing. We will be back to regular service tomorrow with Vlogtober for Emrys's birthday. Hooray! So I will see you all then. And for now, from me to you, I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!